Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Let's Play Super Mario World 2, aka Yoshi's Island. So this is another fun episode. This one actually didn't take as long as the previous one, so that's always good news to my ears. And yeah, this one was a lot of fun. We are exploring World 4 and the main villain of World 4, the final levels of World 4. So we're just gonna plow our way through here. I also, as I mentioned in a previous episode of this, I also had the opportunity to update my software, so hopefully there's no more software related issues, no bugs, missing areas in the video, none of that good stuff. And everything seems to be running a lot smoother now that I did that. So hopefully no more recording issues, because that was getting to be a hassle, and maybe even the quality of the videos themselves will go up. I won't know that until this video here is published, or maybe the Minecraft video that came out yesterday, hopefully. Once that's published, I should probably have a better idea, but I'm super excited to see what changes to the software have occurred, because it does seem to be running a ton faster, which is very nice. What's down here? Okay, yeah, there is stuff I can land on. And it does look like this is the right way to go, so I made the right call up there. A lot of these areas, as we approach the end of the game, there is like multiple things that we can do. So I'm just sort of curious to see like what's out there, what exists, and try to determine like what the best path forward is. Sometimes it can be a bit confusing, but usually there's a way to do everything, so that part I am excited about. Let's see if we can get this flower here. That's a tricky shot, but I think we should be able to get it. Yep, we got it. Perfect. Like I said, a little bit of a tricky shot, and I run into a shy guy there, because of course I do. I'm average Joe, why wouldn't I? And it looks like we have to go down here. I like going into these corners just in case there's a hidden thing here. There doesn't appear to be there. Let's eat one of these guys. And these bombs are going to drop here, but they should just be hitting that part above us. So I threw him at him, and they kind of canceled each other out. Let's get this red coin guy. Red coin's always good to have. Like I said, I'm not really concerned about our score, but at the same point in time, like if things are easy enough to get, I like to get them. It just makes the whole process a little bit more bearable. And it makes that score look nice at the end, which is, to some players, right, that's the world, getting 100% completion on every level, but I don't know. I like it to at least be close to passing if possible, but a lot of times here I'm just trying to make it through the level, so we'll see what we can do. It's nice when we can get some easy stuff out of the way. Let's pop an egg out there. And as I'm recording this, yeah, I'm doing everything just about a day ahead of time, as compared to normally I'm a few days ahead of time, but I'm going to throw an egg up here just to see if we can get anything out of it. Maybe I'll try a second one. Yeah, there's probably a specific way to get that, but I just can't see enough of up top to really know what that is. And let's get all these coins up here while we can. It's always nice. And there's probably something hidden up here. I just don't have enough leverage to get it, but let's continue on into the next stage of this level. Yeah, it isn't until later stages, specifically the stage right before the boss stage, where I really struggle. Every other stage seemed to just like blow by in this world, but that one, man, is pretty brutal. And then the boss level itself has one or two areas that could be a tad tricky, so definitely interesting there. And as I'm saying this, if there are any moments of silence, I do apologize. I am watching the Kansas City-Cincinnati game right now, so you'll know who the victor of that was by the time this comes out, but I at the moment do not. And yeah, I'm excited to see the outcome of that game. Let's get this, let's get that guy, let's get the secret staircase here, which I'm hoping this is a staircase. I don't really know what else it could possibly be. Yep, perfect. Let's progress. Ooh, let's get him. Let's throw him at this guy. Ooh, let's jump. Okay. So yeah, we probably could go underneath and get that secret there, but it's not really worth it. The end of the level's right here. And do we get a dud, or are we going to get a bonus stage? Bonus stage it is. Alrighty. I always like the little bonus challenges. They don't really add much to my gameplay experience because I save between levels and stuff like that. Like when I die, I don't technically die, but it is fun to get them. It's just some extra content I can add. Oh, so this is like a scratch-off lottery ticket, if I recall correctly. We just scratch and try and win here. So if we reveal 1 Mario head, we get a 1-up. If we get 2 Mario heads, 2-up. If we get 3, it's a 5-up, and we only get 3 tries. So definitely not getting 5. We got 1 there. Can we get another one? We can. There we go. So we get 2 more lives. That's very nice. And I thought last time we had a significantly more amount of lives, but now we're at 10. I thought we were at like 14 or 15 last time after playing roulette, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Maybe that was just a mistake on my behalf. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly, or who knows, but here is level 4-6. Starts off, it looks pretty normal, pretty standard, par for the course. I like that, like, the worlds in this game aren't really like one world doesn't really have like an overlaying meaning. The only thing that I've noticed is like the second and like this level will tend to have like the second level in the world, and then the second level after the boss, or like the halfway boss, will typically be like cave levels. I should have hit that thing first, because then it would have landed there and I could have got the red coin. I'm a dummy. I'm almost all out of these too. But yeah, that's the only like habit I've noticed that the game really forces, is like some of those cave levels, just when they're gonna happen, tend to be pretty predictable. But outside of that, the game's really good at keeping it fresh, I would say. And we need this shell here so we could get this. And that'll go through, and then that gives us just enough room so we can go up and get the flower. I think we could have got that by like butt stomping and doing an awkward jump in there, like somehow making it. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that seems like we could have done it. I didn't want to risk it, but anytime I get stuck in the water in these sorts of levels, it usually means that bad things are about to happen to me. That's usually what happens. And here we get a free flower, which is always nice. Let's try and get this secret too. It'll be a little glitchy, but no, we don't need the secret. I'll grab this one. Okay, so that was a good one to get. Maybe get the other one? Okay, get the red coin. Yeah, now the other one's like a cakewalk to get, so let's just time it right. Get some extra time on our Yoshi pal. Baby Mario, get some extra time. And I don't know where that key is or how to even get to it, so I'm just gonna go this way. This way seems good. And this leads us into a cave. I love the music in the caves, but I do hate the cave sections very much. They are very annoying. I want to get these coins, but I keep jumping. I think I should just fall into the water. There's nothing here that's hazardous, so I'm good to do that. This is just a boatload of hazards waiting to be stumbled upon. Let's jump here. And that blowing thing is actually blowing little cactuses this time around instead of eggs, so that's something to be careful of. We don't want to get injured. See, there's a little cactus. Shy Guy's doing some backflips. I see you, Shy Guy. And I want to get that flower. Okay, we just made it over the cactus. Let's get the Shy Guy. Jump through here and go through this door. Progress on to the next part of this level. And it just looks like we could progress further. I might have been able to butt pound and get some stuff in the water there, but not really a risk I want to take with the hazard being directly there. Okay, let's get that, get that. We don't need the coins, so we don't need to deal with the crab hands. But here, let's get the flower real quick. Oh no, this is going to be a disaster. Oh, I do go back and get the coins anyways, because I guess I just do, I don't know. Let's progress. I guess because I was over there, I might as well, right? Here comes Crab Hands, man. Let's just avoid that at all costs. Man, the Crab Hands guys suck. Let's clear a path here. Hopefully one that the Crab Hands guy can't get through. Come on, Average Joe. Let's eat up some of that time. Okay, so he can't get to me regardless of where I do this, so let's just do it right here. And let's go into the next door. There we are. Now, is there... This looks like a prime area for like a baby Mario. Like Ultra Mario or whatever it's called. To appear. I'm not going to go that way. I don't want to put up with the fish. I think it's going to be bad news. We might have gotten a flower out of it, but I honestly don't want to put up with that. Let's get this guy. Can we get the red coin? Yeah, when they're just floating there and there's nothing going on the screen, I like to get the red coin, but it can be a hassle sometimes. I think this makes a walkway. Maybe all three of these make a walkway. Excuse me. Been a little under the weather lately, which is always fun. Okay, so that makes a walkway that way, which should let us go back and get the flower. So let's go that way. Let's go get this flower. Ooh, and a red coin too. Look at that. Get a twofer. Excuse me. Oh no, baby Mario. Yeah, my energy level, man, today, I just feel a little bit slower. Normally, I feel like I got a ton of energy in these videos, but, yeah, it's just been, like, dealing with some flu stuff. I don't know if it's the flu. I know it's not COVID, but it could be anything outside of that. Oh, and this is going to be a logistical nightmare. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's just go. Please, just let me go. Okay, let's hit this guy. We could kill him when his back is turned to us. Very nice. There's tons of fish jumping there. I don't think the shell... Oh, it did actually kill some stuff in the water. I saw the little razzle-dazzle come out as I did it. And I do that just so I could get Baby Mario to come back in the right direction. Okay. I definitely have more than 3, so let's hit this guy real quick. I don't want to deal with all this, because those guys consistently give me a problem. And then here we have a little bridge, and it leads right to the end. And we got all the flowers this time around, it looks like. So that's a nice win. Will we get a dud, or will we get a mystery stage? A dud. Okay. Fair enough. We already had one for this Let's Play, so that's okay. And 68 points. Yeah, we were close to passing. That's very nice. And that's why I like to get the flowers. I mean, they're worth 10 points a pop. That's a pretty big chunk of points just to get. And usually the flowers aren't hidden in all that level of detail. But yeah, this next level here, there may be some jumpiness throughout it. I know that there will be some in the boss as well, but this one really gave me problems. Like, it was... This level was a problem child all over the place. But you get to watch this. Look at that. That was awesome. And I grade as a spend point right after that, because I could probably never do that again. That was actual skill on display for once in my life. Let's go here. Let's get this guy. We have to jump on this thing. I like to hit him just to be safe. And then there's a platform we have to land on, like over to the right. It's like a little bit past this. You see it up there up the top? The way to do it is you have to actually run down this hill. Like, you have to be having momentum before you hit that spring, I guess is the easiest way to explain it there. If you don't have that momentum, you can't make the jump. Now I'm going to land on this very carefully, and we just want to jump here at the last second. Come on, get up there. Oh, I miss. Okay. Let's try this all again. Like I said, this part takes me forever to do. But once I figured out the momentum part, it wasn't that hard. I'm going to miss. Yep. So get here, get some momentum. And we're not going to make it that time. And all momentum is stopped, so I'm not going to make it. So you can tell as soon as you go up on the spring if you got enough. because you'll start to follow that curve. If you're not following that curve, you're not going to make it. Let's go here. Let's jump. Come on, come on. Okay, we got it. Perfect. Now, by rights, I should save here. Yeah, I do. Sorry for like that. I don't know if you'll even notice the audio change. I don't know. It's odd. Like, they made this filming and recording and all that stuff. They made it substantially better with the software that I use. But it's almost like they made it to the point that, like, my computer doesn't know that it's doing stuff whenever I'm in this software. Like if I'm just voice recording or like playing the game, it almost acts like my computer is being isn't being used, so it cuts to black eventually. So I get a good 15 minutes out of it if I'm not moving things around, which can be a pain when recording gameplay. It took me like an hour today to realize what was going on when I was playing Pokemon, to realize that like that's what it's doing, and it's really stupid and I don't like it, but I can live with it shaking the mouse every 15 minutes or so. And we get a 1 up there. That's very nice. There's a flower down here, so of course I'm going to get it. And yeah, if you hear me jiggling the mouse or clicking around more frequently than usual, that's why. I just, when that screen goes black, it almost shuts everything down for a second, and it really stinks to compete with that. But let's go through here. And I think I save right here as well. Yeah, I save a lot throughout this level. This level gives me like some serious problems as I play through it. And this part, yeah, I'm just going to go through it as quickly as humanly possible, because I failed at it so many times. It's so annoying. I don't know why I struggle with it so much, but I do. So I'm just going to get through it as quickly as I can. So it stalls there for a second when you're coming out because it's showing you the inside and you have to be on the outside, which is a problem why I struggle with this wheel, on top of just struggling with this wheel in general in every level that it's placed in, because it's really annoying and there's normally 30 hazards. Then I go up here. I try to get as many coins as I can, and there is a flower, so it is worthwhile doing that. Now this is the hard part. Your timing has to be perfect on these. So jump right there. I was a little bit ahead, but that's okay. These next two are the hard ones. This one. And then just get out of there. I don't need that other flower. It would have been nice to get, but I just want to be done with this level, because this level was extremely challenging. And I do get a bonus challenge out of it. So look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I get to have my cake and eat it too. That's perfect. 64 points. Pretty close. I would have passed if I got that last flower, but I didn't know what was to come after that. That was the first time I beat that level, so just wanted to get through it. And it's just the scratch and match again, so nothing too exciting, nothing that we haven't seen before. It is nice. I mean, it's just additional content, really, right? I just like making these videos, so it's more time I get to spend here making these videos for y'all. And let's go bottom right. Bottom right's usually pretty good. Nope, it's a dud. Okay, so only 1 life that time. Still better than 0. See, and now we're up to 14 lives again. I could have swore we were up to 14 lives last time, but I guess I was wrong. But now let's go into the actual castle here. So this is going to be the final level of this world. Very exciting. World 4. And there's only 2 worlds after this, so we're almost through the entirety of this game here. Probably have about 4 more episodes, and then we'll be moving on to Super Mario 64, as I brought up before, which should be a really, really, really fun Let's Play. I'm hoping it is. I've never played the game, but I've heard nothing but great things about it. I don't know why I risked that for a couple coins, because that's typically all that's inside of those things there. But here, if we utilize this correctly... Oh, we didn't even need to. We got the flower by using the turtle shell that was already there. Let's duck down under this. Kansas City's up by 3. For any of those wondering in real time what I'm up to. Let's get that flower. Very nice. Can we throw a Koopa shell at these things? No. And I don't really want to waste it over the mystery buckets. Especially because this castle's actually got an extremely challenging element to it as we get further into it. So, yeah, we're probably better off not to waste any time or anything like that. Just get through it, you know? Even the boss for this one is pretty difficult, I would say. And there's probably some secrets hidden down there. Definitely 2 red coins that I could see at a glance, but probably some other stuff. But I don't think it's worth it to get. So now I'm going to create a suspend point here, because this part is central to like the whole rest of the level, and it actually is pretty challenging. I figure out what we need to do, but it takes me quite a while. So we need to ride this thing first over to here, and I almost fall off. Thank God I don't, because one touch of those blue things and you're dead. Go down here. You can see it wants us to go in that door, so we need to find a way to get to that door. The only way appears to be this. But how do we get here? You might be asking yourself. Well, the game played with it in the prior level, if that's any hint. Now there is this section as well. I forget what's in this section, man. Yeah, it becomes like... I forget so much of this section. But this is like true exploration. I actually have like a lot of fun in this area of the game. Get some extra time. There we go, get that. And then this is the only door we can go through right now, so I guess we're going to go through this door. And it shoots us back up here. So if you caught on, which I'm not sure if I even do the first time around, I should definitely grasp it by now. There's a much easier way than throwing eggs, and the game has forced me to do it before, so how I don't realize it until then, I don't know. But here it is. We have to go here, duck down, and shoot the Koopa shell at that. So we're probably going to need to do that again now that it was off screen, and it hit us, and all that hoopla. But you just duck down and shoot the Koopa shell out. We got the one up there, but we have to do it down below in order to progress, and then we'll have to ride that blue thing back over there. I didn't need to go this way. I mean, it doesn't hurt that I did, but because that's the door right there, it's locked, so obviously it's going to want us to go through that other door. But in order to get to that other door, we're going to have to go in through here, duck down and spit that out again. That's going to create a staircase so we can go into that room. And then this room should allow us to get the key that we need in order to progress. So hopefully it's just here in this box and it's an easy snag. It is perfect. I try to eat the key, forgetting that you just walk into them. I don't know why Yoshi needs to eat everything else, but the key he absolutely cannot eat. Let's go this way. There's probably a bunch of different secrets here, but I mean, you could see them, but I'm really not interested in getting them. I kind of just want to beat this, but the only way we can go back, now that I fell, we have to go through this door and go through that door again, but then we'll have to take that trip over the blue stuff again, and that will be the only way we could progress. See, I'm trying to avoid doing that because each time I do it, I feel like I'm right on the edge of death because I'm not good at like navigating that little section. But okay, come on. Waiting for the escalator. Just waiting on an escalator, folks. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Yeah, man, it has changed, like, this software dramatically. Just looking at the back end of it, it's pretty snazzy. Gotta say so myself, I do like it. And there, if you saw in that the second one from the bottom, that screen save there, you could tell it was me dying. So that's always fun. Let's go back here and have this reset, because we're not going to be able to resolve that. Oh, straight across. That's gold. Now we should just be able to jump, use the key on the door, and hopefully progress to the boss. Hopefully he's not too far past us. Let's see. So we got a red staircase, another red staircase, bunch of Yoshi eggs. This guy coming down, and he will grab Baby Mario and run with him. So he's been my least favorite villain in many of these Mario games, and in this one especially, he is my least favorite villain. I hate every element of this guy. He's only getting worse as the games go on. He just dangles there and tries to grab Baby Mario. There's like no way around him. There, get that. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, I really hate this guy. He is, like I said, he's my least favorite villain in the other Mario games, and here is no exception. I hate him just as much, if not even more, in this game than I do in other Mario games. Now we progress up here. I want to get both of these. Let's see. I don't want to waste eggs if we're going to need them, so I kind of want to save when I go and get those eggs. But now we should be able to get this here. This is a really cool premise. I really like this. I think that's all we'll need. So let's get the eggs now. We might end up losing one of them. Yep. But at least we didn't waste any. And then that leads right to the boss doors. So here we go. We're about to take on the boss. And I will tell you, the boss is actually pretty challenging. There is actually some strategy involved. It does take me quite a while to do it, but once I figured it out, it took me like one additional try. It just took me a few tries just to figure out what I needed to do. And that was the harder element. But I think this is the first boss, I would say, in this game that was like truly a challenge. So we run through here, then we get into the fog. And then the boss suddenly appears. And he is... Who would have guessed it? A standard Koopa. Oh, you Koopa. But of course, this guy comes and does his little bit of magic and turns him into a giant, formidable Koopa. And I'm going to briefly explain how you beat this, and you can watch in real time. So when he's down on the ground like this, you can jump on him, which will cause him to spit out eggs. When he's up in the air, you have to hit him 3 times before he does that jumping motion. And you can see it's really not fair. This is why I struggle with it so much, is his shell like almost counts as an enemy, but there's certain areas you can hit it where like you won't get hurt, and you need to hit it to refuel like that on your eggs. Sometimes it's worth it just to get hit to get the egg, but once he stands up, or if you hit him once, he'll knock up. You have to hit him 3 times in the head. And I'm out of eggs here, so I can't. But then when he falls on his back, you butt slam onto his stomach. And that's how you get past him. It's a little tricky to figure out, honestly. But once I figured it out, it really wasn't that hard, as much as it's annoying because, well, just getting him to land and stay still. And I almost lose Baby Mario there. I almost lost. But in order to like get these eggs out of him, it's just like a headache. You could get multiple at once, but it's such a pain to do, because sometimes when you land on the shell it hurts you, other times it doesn't. I don't really know what's going on, but I think the key here is to like not land, but to like jump after each time you hit him on his back. So let's get him to stand up so I don't have to waste a shell. Hit him there, hit him there, hit him there, and jump on the man's belly. There you go. Then his shell goes off and he does some crazy nonsense ruckus stuff that you have to avoid, but you just have to do that 3 times. So that's what we're gonna do here. There we go, let's get these. See, if you jump, it makes it easier to get that, I think. That's at least my opinion on it. But we're quickly approaching the end of the episode, so I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff greatly motivates myself to make videos just like this in the future. We should be starting World 5 here on Friday for this Let's Play, and then I forget what we're doing in Pokemon right now, but I got pretty ahead of that today on my schedule. I actually ended up beating the whole game, so that should be pretty fun, or at least beating the Elite Four and whatnot, so that should be pretty fun. That'll be coming out Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like I said, I forget where we are pacing wise, but I know we should be in close proximity to wrap up the game sometime here soon. So that being said, if you liked, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll shut up while we finish off this Koopaling and Yoshi gets to claim this world as his own. Until next time, guys, everybody take it easy.